If you have a dry eye patient, you can type D for decreased T-butt to pop up as long as you've put in fluorescein. And then you can copy left eye to right eye as needed. Once you've entered in all your positives, you would then hit the thumbs up to assign normals. If the patient was established, you may use, again, the forward last values button. And then here's your dilation information. You may delete it if you did not dilate. You can check if they refused it, or you may, if you dilated, please fill out what drops you've used. And any notes you need entered, you may type there. The drawings, you may also use drawings. You can click on the drawing one time with left click. It will pop up a cornea photo or drawing, and then you can drag on an item that you see down below. Or you may use the draw tool. So since I selected the corneal abrasion, it will now pop up the code, ICD-10 code for that diagnosis. You can hit save, and you can also adjust your drawing to where the abrasion is. You can use the draw tool if you do not want to use any of Compulink's drawings. When you're done, you would hit save. And because we use the draw tool to make the abrasion, now you will see on your plan tab that a diagnosis code, assessment, and plan have been entered, and you can go back and edit those at a later time. The posterior tab is very similar, so this time I'm going to start with forwarding. So if they're established and when you forward, you can see everything that was done last time and make changes. Another way to fill this out, I'm going to clear everything for you, is by right-clicking, and you can do clear if you made a mistake. Say I wanted to use a favorite. This is another way to fill it out. So you hit the star, and on here are a bunch of favorites, which means the tab will be filled out to what you select here. You can create your own, or you can use Compulink's. So let's just try Compulink. So an epiretinal membrane on the right eye. So this is what popped up. These do not populate a code. You can create your own favorite as well. So let's try that. Let's clear the tabs. Then you will fill this out how you want it to be filled out for a favorite. And then to create a favorite, you have it all filled out, and then you will right click, create encounter favorite, enter a name. So this is going to be my posterior normal. And then you will hit OK. You will need to select the location that you work from, and then your name, so it only applies to you, and then hit yes. And what this did now, if I clear out again, just so you can practice your favorite, you will now hit the purple star and then scroll to the bottom, and then there is what I just created. This is to try to populate a code which would not correlate to a normal, so you'd hit cancel. That's multiple ways to fill out the posterior tab. You can draw on the drawings just like on the anterior tab. If you're not sure what a drawing is, just hold your mouse over it and the description will pop up. Or you can use your draw tool. Next is the plan tab. On the plan tab, you'll see the history if they're established. As well, you'll see all your new codes from today. So everything was entered that I needed, but now I want to edit the abrasion. You will double click on that code, And then you can delete the ones that don't apply and leave the one that does apply. And then you may add any other notes that you need and hit save. Say there was something that you documented, for example, we had dry ice in there, and that's not on the posterior tab. You can enter, if you memorize the ICD-9 codes, you may enter those and then use the drop down arrow and then pick the correct code. Or if you had this code memorized, you could just type it. And then you can change your assessment and plan. And then there's different things on here that you can check. Just uncheck the ones you don't want. And then you would hit save. The other way to populate diagnosis is to enter a word. So if you search the word macular, then all of these pop up. And then you can scroll down to what you need. So I was looking for macular degeneration. And then you may make changes here. And hit save. You can also copy codes from previous exams. So if they had a choroidal nevus, you can use the green arrow, which is forward and edit, or just forward. This one would forward the entire last date of service. So I would want just the green one. And then you may double click down here and put notes in you need. On the plan tab, you have 92004, which is a new patient routine exam, or 92014, which is established. You may click the code to get it to populate. If this was an office visit, you would use the drop down and select the office visit level from established or new. You can select other services like fundus photography and which type of fit that you're doing. If in the past the patients had any drawings on any of the tabs, if you go to EHR images, you will be able to see previous drawings. You also, if the patient was seen by a paper chart doctor, that will be here as well. Please make sure throughout your exam to hit the save. So after each couple tabs you fill out, you'll want to go up to the top right and hit save. At the end of the exam, when you've completed entering everything and reviewed all your information, you'll want to sign off. How to sign off is you go here and you look at the plan tab. Right now, I have not signed off. I would click the marker, and usually a pop-up will come up that you need to answer the question. So this is giving me a warning about a medication. So it's telling me because I prescribed a certain medication, the blood pressure should be monitored. And if I wanted to go back and document the blood pressure, I'd hit yes without signing off, or no to complete sign off. Then this part you will need to hit yes that you personally reviewed the patient's medication. And then you will see the date and the time. Now no one else can enter your chart and change it. That is how to go through the entire exam bag in Compulink. Thank you for your time.